I drove to the place just to make sure they weren't out of business or something, because they weren't returning my calls. And I talked to the owner. Said, really, his thing is, well, we're so far behind. We got so many, after a hurricane. And said, yeah, but I mean, the number one rule of business is return the phone calls of your customers.
Right. Such a whack.
Stupid.
What's stupid?
I don't need one.
Gosh, where's the grown-up mulch?
Where's the what?
Where's the grown-up mulch?
Sorry, honey. Use that cup, it's easier to scoop it in.
No, I can do it.
All right.
You didn't see it. Okay, I'm gonna get a
He'll
different bowl.
retrieve about 33% of the time.
There's different balls, why'd you grab that one?
Well, this one's dirty, and then this one's in half.
Yeah, throw that one away.
They still like it.
To you, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Peter. Happy birthday
to you. Yay!
Make a wish.
It's been on cake. Your 7 is melting.
He was the
Hurry up.
one who blew out a candle and his gum came.
Yay!
We were at Jim's parents' house, and he blew out the candles on his cake, and a great big wad of gum flew out.
Was it Big League Chew?
Probably.
I remember when you killed his face on the candles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was sad.
That was so, what a stupid thing to put a can of burning candles in front of a 2-year-old. And so he put his face down to take a bite and burned his cheeks.
Aww.
Oh, it was so stupid. I can't believe he did that.
You must not have known what fire was.
Yeah. And then I drank turpentine.
Yep.
That was smart. I didn't smell it. Didn't smell bad to
How
me.
did that happen?
I don't know.
Well,
We were painting a room, and
we
I
lived in
thought
a
the door was
two-story
closed,
house.
and it was paint thinner.
Oh my god.
And he wanted to take a bath, so I told him, "You go on upstairs, and I'll be there in a second." And he went in that room, and I walked in, and he's got the.
Oh my god. So what happened with that? Did they pump
We
his
took him
stomach?
to the
Yeah,
ER.
charcoal and all
The
that.
doctor smelled his breath and said, "I don't think that he swallowed any.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it may have been around his mouth, but they made him drink charcoal just in
Yeah.
case." He said, "We don't make them vomit because that can burn."
Burn, yeah.
Yeah.
And when I was like 8, I thought I was putting mouthwash in my mouth, but it was nail polish remover.
Oh my God! Holy crap!
I didn't
How
tell
did you
anybody.
do that? How did you get it out?
Just rinsed a lot.
Oh my
I didn't want
gosh.
to tell anybody how stupid I was. Here, I want a big piece.
Anybody else want a big piece like that?
Clap like that kid today at the beach.
Caitlin's
Oh,
this,
that's
maybe?
Yeah.
You have to read your card.
The scratch and sniff works. No. What do you and Stinky Cheese have in common? You both get better with age.
It really smells like stinky cheese.
Oh yeah, it does. You just can't help sniffing
I
it.
don't want to sniff it.
It always smells like feet. really
Smells like
does smell.
waxy.
I didn't see the front cover, Pete. Oh, what a nice photo.
Thank you. So welcome.
What you got?
Oh.
Oh, man.
Nice peanut butter. I'm feeling on my finger. Or a mustache. A son is always in two places. Whoa! In two places, in your thoughts and in your heart. Hope you know how much happiness you bring to life, and most of all, how much you love. Happy birthday, son. Wishing you a smooth ride in your new year. I love you, Mumsy. Love you, Pete. Happy birthday, Dad. Thanks.
Gosh, Robin A. Now, Rachel Kine.
Rachel Kine?
Those are good.
Yeah.
Another fun.
Thanks, everybody.
You're welcome.
Happy birthday.
How long is it gonna take them to put the cage up once they start?
2 days.
Which means 3.
So I hope,
Right,
yeah, probably.
so they've gotta do all the gutters and downspouts
Yeah,
and,
Yeah, it doesn't really
not
make
like our
sense.
Colorado means or something.
Yeah, that was some view. It's beautiful.
oh gosh, what a place. Beautiful house, wow. That property, oh.
Yeah. Was nice.
Except we had to share the woods with the Yetis.
Yeah. And aliens.
Yeah,
That's when we were outside.
the mountain lions.
It was worse inside.
Yeah, right.
Jesus. That
Indian,
girl and the Indian.
Indian.
That Indian was such a nasty bastard. God, he was scary.
I don't remember the dead girl.
Yeah,
The one I saw
Julia
sitting on
wasn't
the
smiling when she was looking behind me.
Yeah.
You know, she was just looking at
Yeah.
it. I kept saying, what are you looking at? Indian. And this is when she was like 8 months old and can say mama, dada. Indian.
I don't like that guy.
So I
behind
called
you,
Dawn and I said, get in the car and bring in your freaking kids.
I'm glad you didn't get the shotgun out and start blasting holes in the
Who's the dead girl?
I don't know, I just was walking down the stairs one day and there she was sitting on the sink staring at me.
Yeah.
I mean, plain as day.
Yeah.
Most
Was that in
fully-
the bathroom
Yeah.
downstairs?
The most fully realized
I didn't like
ghost
that
I've ever
bathroom.
seen.
Wow.
Because that was the room you guys were staying in, right?
Yeah,
This
I
one?
know.
I didn't like
Your
that
dad was
bathroom.
a wreck. He scared the shit out of me. We had to go upstairs.
Yeah, it was bad down there. Oh,
Well, it was right at ground level, right where all the Indians were buried, probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
You could see red eyes looking at you through the window.
That,
Those
that
are
theater
coyotes.
room though, where you had the exercise equipment.
Yeah.
You couldn't go 5 minutes.
Mm-mm.
Because it faced the wall. And the rest of the awful house is behind it. Holy shit.
You feel someone standing behind you.
Yeah, for real.
Really, we would hear coyotes in the night, so maybe it was coyotes.
I don't know what the hell it was, but Pete swore that there was somebody standing there.
6 foot tall coyotes standing behind us.
That must have been a Yeti. First moved into that house, we were told that in the association, that whole area there, they had an association.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it, no house could have less than 10 acres, and all these rules about your mailboxes and all that. And one of the rules was you cannot cut down a tree. We had probably 10,000 trees. It was like a lot of skinny pine trees, remember that?
Mhm.
You couldn't cut down a tree that was over like 3 inches in diameter without getting permission from the board or whatever. And we did it anyway, but, and then they had the summer with all the fires. And it was like, you're not allowed to have any trees within 100 feet of your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick, cut them all down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hurry up.
Just a total 180.
I remember that big house next to us in Caledonia burned down, remember that?
Yeah,
On top
yeah.
of that hill.
Can happen.
That was it.
And you guys remember Larry Walker's house, the baseball player,
Yeah.
on the road from us? He had 11 bedrooms and, no, 11 bathrooms.
God, Larry.
It was ridiculous. Like a 50,000 square foot house.
Yeah.
And one day they found a dead body on the property. And so the police were out there and
They found it, he was taking his little kids for a ride on
it was ATV.
an ATV, and they come across the body.
In the end, it turned out it was a drug dealer whose body was dumped there. And it was on, in order to get to work, I had to drive on the road that went right past his house. He's up in the woods. And the TV and the satellite trucks were all around. And so they stopped me and asked, stuck the microphone in the car. You know what her question was? Have you ever been in this house? Nothing about the body. It's
Yeah.
like they're all super curious about talking to anybody who knew, because he was very private, and nobody was in that house except family. And
Yeah.
is it really true he has 11 bathrooms?
Who gives a shit, really? Nothing about the crime.
Yeah, it's like, well, do you think he did it? They didn't even ask that.
Did you do it?
Yeah, right.
They asked me
No, I've only
if
been
I
in the
knew
woods.
him, but then they asked me another question too, and it was, how do you feel with something like this happening in a neighborhood like this? And I said, well, it can happen in a neighborhood anywhere, and what I feel is sorry for the people who loved him, and sorry for the people who found his body.
Yeah.
Did that make the airwaves or?
Nope.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't dramatic enough, you know.
Yeah, it wasn't
He's
sensational.
got a gold toilet in there, bro.
I said it in a pissy way, because I thought, what a stupid question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, I didn't make the air. And I had Julia with me too in the back seat, so she would have been on TV.
Man, the Thomas family is living it up. Yeah, it's like 108 stories.
Another story about that road was,
Like one time I got 2 Gatorades and I wanted 1.
I came around the corner one morning going to work, right near there, and I see this, I spot this little baby animal laying in the ditch alongside the
No,
road.
you saw the mother actually getting burned.
Oh, that's
you
right,
saw
yeah,
the drop.
yeah, a big elk. An elk standing there getting burned. And this thing, I mean, just as I came around the corner, it dropped. And I thought, wow, that was something to see. And the mother just,
Took
there
off.
was like a 15-foot cliff. And she just ran right up that cliff away when she saw my car coming. And so I slowed up and I looked, and there's this tiny little thing about this big around, in a fetal position, laying there in the grass, not moving at all. And I thought, gee, is it a dead, was it a stillbirth or what? So I got out of the car and I walked up to it, and the mother was gone. And it wasn't moving, I couldn't see it breathing or anything. And so I got back in the car and I called the animal control people, wildlife people, and they're going to send somebody out. And so I'm waiting so that I can show the officer where the thing is. And as I'm waiting, all of a sudden, and I could see it laying there, all of a sudden its ears went up and it looked up, and there's the mother standing there on the cliff up above. And she had probably run away to try to lead me away from the baby.
Uh-huh.
And the baby just instinctively just laid there as quiet as could be.
But then she went down.
So then she comes scrambling down, and she nosed it, and it got up on these, it was just a hell of a sight, I'll never forget it, on wobbly legs, and she kind of walked across the road and walked after her, its first steps. It was a hell of a sight.
You guys didn't have your shotgun with you.
Yeah, so it would have been a good target when it was just laying there.
And that would have been a lot of meat for the winter.
Could have got 2 for 1. In fact, maybe she had another calf inside.
Yeah. Dress that one too.
Pull it out, snap its neck.
I have a picture of it. And then there was another time I was coming home, and I came around the bend, and there were 2 bull elks right up, like antlers to antlers. And then they backed up, and it was scary, and I saw this person jogging and approaching from the other direction. And I don't think she could see that there were these 2 bull elks. So I didn't wait. I drove up in order to warn her, watch out, because man, during the running
They're
season,
about ready to fight.
they're dangerous.
That
They're
was
big.
really cool
They're
though,
huge,
during the
too.
running season, they'd make this noise, especially in the morning, and I can't even
It's
duplicate
like a
it.
bugling sound. It's
Yeah, like a
amazing.
bugle.
Yeah.
And it was really beautiful, just
Really
beautiful.
was.
When the sun came up in that house, we were at 8,200 feet. It was always bright red, and our whole house filled with red light. It was
That's
just
cool.
neat. And then the sound of that bugling and wonderful.
And we'd look out into that meadow down below, and there'd be maybe 50 female elk and an old male and a young male usually.
Mhm.
And the young male would be just like watching National Geographic or something.
Yeah.
They'd always choose the young one.
Well, yeah, and the big, well, it depended. If the big one was old, then I was old. And they'd all walk away. And he would be standing there like,
Poor guy.
what happened?
Nobody's choosing me anymore.
Where'd all my girls go?
Yeah. Chasing that young guy.
I don't do it anymore.
When you think about it too, there must have been 30 or 40 bull elk somewhere all hanging around together, I guess. I mean, really?
Yeah.
What do they do?
When we would
Boys
take
Club?
walks, we would walk right past them, and it never occurred to
I
me
know.
that they could hurt us.
Yeah.
It never occurred to me.
Well, they're shy.
They never
but-
paid attention to us, But I would think during rutting season, I don't think we would
That's when it's
walk
dangerous, I
past them.
think. Otherwise, they're gonna get away.
And then remember when that young buck was chasing your black car?
Oh, yeah, that was a mule deer, I think. Maybe
No, it was a
elk.
young elk.
He was racing alongside me in the shoulder
Yeah,
of the road.
racing them. I can beat that old dude.
Yeah, there are a lot of critters there.
Maybe he was being initiated into a gang, and he had to show you how tough he was,
Yeah.
how quick he could run.
And then the time I'm walking Vinny through the woods and we come upon a fresh kill.
Oh, God.
Vinny was.
I was
real
with you,
interested.
too.
Great. It smells so good. Then I'm thinking, wait a minute, there's a predator around here somewhere.
Mhm. I was with you. We turned around and went back to the
Yeah,
car. We were
yeah.
hiking somewhere.
Then we had one neighbor who an older couple, that they liked to sunbathe nude on their deck. They were a next door neighbor. They were kind of down further toward the road, remember that?
So you're sitting there with your binoculars.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, our neighbors are nude sunbathers too.
Are they?
There's just nothing fun about it. I mean, nothing
You
fun.
mean on Vizcaya here?
Yeah, right next door to us.
Are they old?
Well, older than me, they're not elderly or anything. Just,
Do they walk around up back there?
you just, once in a while you see them. We're pretty much blocked off.
Yeah, they-
If they trim the bushes wrong or something, it's like, oh.
A bird pooped on my windshield.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
What'd you do about it?
Well, it's still there.
You gotta get it off.
I'll try.
It'll eat through the glass and fall right in your lap.
It's gonna start raining in June.
Yeah, I wish it would start raining now. You can have mine.
I eat a lot of guacamole.
Lindsay, your hair is getting so long.
Not gonna eat any of this, Karen?
No.
That chili smells so good.
Yeah, yeah.
And this lid going in the dishwasher? This pan lid?
Yeah. Okay, person, Pete got them chilies, so here's 3 chilies.
3 chilies.
But Julia, you wanted one, and maybe Nick wants
He doesn't eat
one.
chili.
Yeah, need it.
He doesn't eat chili?
He doesn't like beans
Oh, I didn't know that.
or tomato sauce.
Julia.
Yeah,
And we have,
it depends on the sauce. He's picky. I'm picky with sauce too.
I didn't even eat pizza until I was like 12.
Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes it's too tomatoey. It doesn't taste great. Like Little Caesars. It doesn't even taste like sauce. It just tastes like tomatoes.
yeah, and
This fit in this side? It does, look at that.
do you have taco chips, Ann? Because you can bring those home.
Yeah, we tried that, yeah.
It's not Publix bag.
No, sorry. I doubled.
Thank you.
Well, it's really nice to get together with everybody.
I know, great. We gotta do it more often. Easter,
Yeah, Easter's in
2
2 weeks.
weeks.
I just, you know, it's a lot of work for you, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I've got June. And if we have like ham and mashed potatoes and corn.
Simple stuff.
Or do you have plans with your family for Easter?
Okay, I usually just go see my dad.
Yeah.
I get to do the cooking thing for a long time.
No.
Well, he's always welcome to come here, but I think he'd rather not, right?
He has
Just kind of
social
a-
anxiety disorder.
Yeah.
My father. The older he gets,
Okay, all right. Go home.
Happy birthday, Peter.
Thank you.
That's me.
another wonderful thing in your life?
Well, maybe we'll get together.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, Chris.
Yeah. Not very much, but when you fluff it out, and it looks like a glue.
It looks really nice. I like the style of it too.
Fingers crossed now for the 15th. Then you're gonna try.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm doing really well so far.
Okay.
Day two.
All